Now let's go through the other eastern states of Jharkhand, Odisha, Assam and the Northeast. Jharkhand, the vote share numbers on your screen, and the BJP, which had 40% votes in 2014, is going to be down to 38% in January, but in March, in the post Balakot scenario, it's getting 46.59%, and that is the Balakot impact. Let's look at the seats. The seats which were 12 in 2014 have gone from 6 to 8 between January and March. So 8 seats in Jharkhand to the BJP, the Congress getting 6 seats. The situation has reversed between the BJP and the Congress between January and March. In Odisha, let's look at the BJP's vote percentage. The vote percentage for the BJP in Odisha, which was in the region of 21.6% in 2014, is up to about 40% in March, and that translates to around 14 seats for the BJP. The BJP down from 20 to 7 now. In fact, even between January and now, the BJP, Naveen Patnaik's party, losing ground. Those are the Odisha numbers adding to the bottom of the tally, and at this moment UPA and NDA are poised at 84 and 84, and others are 81. That's the total tally. So 249 seats counted yet, and it's even Stevens between others, UBA and the NDA. Let's look at the Assam numbers. Assam, the BJP and the AGP together in 2014 had 40.3% vote share. In January, this vote share was at 47.3%. In March, it's down to about 40.5% because the shelving of the citizenship, the splitting of the parties and then coming together may have cost it some bit of chemistry, but after Balakot, it has benefited the NDA, which seems to have resurrected its own performance in Assam. So, seat share, BJP is likely to get 8 seats in Assam, and the Congress party poised to get 4 seats in Assam. So, Jay, what are your conclusions? Yeah. And before I come to you, the rest of Northeast, 11 seats in the remaining part of Northeast, which includes states like Meghalaya, Manipur, Nagaland, Arunachal Pradesh, as well as Tripura. All of these together account for 11 seats, and out of these 11 seats, 9 go to the NDA. Yes, NDA 9, the BJP leading there, and Congress party gets 1. Yeah. Jay?
In Assam, there has actually been some reconfiguration of the anti-BJP vote. So the AIUDF actually loses 1 seat. It goes to the Congress. There is a polarization, but given the sort of topography that we have, that is about 4 to 5 seats are already AIUDF highly influenced seats. The BJP's real top tally there could be 10. So out of that, it takes 8.
But I would like to just focus on Odisha. I think Odisha is one of the states BJP was looking to gain, and I think Jay Panda's acquisition has been a timely acquisition, and now they're pushing up the narrative there. It is giving them actual gains there. This was one of the states.
So, Shekhar Iyer, in elections also we are looking at mergers and acquisitions. Is that the way elections are becoming corporate now?
Well, acquisition and mergers do play a part, but they are not very decisive, because Jay Panda is good for that optics, particularly on a national level. But at the ground, I think it's going to be very tough.
He's a Lok Sabha MP for 2 terms.
And also,
he's won Kendrapada, and it's not an easy seat to win. And there have been a series of BJD leaders, Congress leaders who come into
Lok Sabha. It's not as if it's not as if he's a Rajya Sabha member.
That's what I said. But it is not a decisive one. Because what will be more decisive is finally we get to see the BJP listed Odisha, because that's very important. The problem you mentioned in Bengal, which is the BJP finding the right candidate. And I wanted to add a point in Bengal which goes with your survey, which is the big thing that has happened in the last 2 days, rather last 24 hours, is the Mahajot between Congress and left has collapsed. Yeah. And the Congress, your West Bengal Pradesh Congress Committee chief is here. He has come with a list. They are going to fight separately. Yeah. Now, division of votes in Bengal doesn't suit even Mamata, and the beneficiary could be BJP. That's a very important factor.
Well, Amit Malviya, the problem that has been pointed out is both in Odisha and West Bengal, states where the BJP is still setting up its base, you could face a problem on how many winnable candidates you can actually put up in these two states. Do you have that kind of an attractive member who can actually attract some of the more votes from each constituency?
You know, Navika, I think if you go back to the Tripura Assembly election, similar questions were being raised on us, saying that you earlier had 2% vote share. How do you hope to dislodge the left, which has been in power for 35 years, and so on and so forth? We saw the result. So the point that I'm making is, when people make up their mind, and the way they have both in West Bengal and Odisha, you will find that the vote will be for the Bharatiya Janata Party and any candidate that the Bharatiya Janata Party feels. It is also not fair to say that we don't have winnable candidates, because let's not forget, we were actually in power in Odisha along with the BJD till we parted ways and BJD was able to form government on its own. So as if it's not as if we did not have any organization structure there, and now we are scrambling to put one together. The other very important point, just like in Bengal, in the Odisha local body and panchayat elections, the BJP saw a great deal of surge, at least in the tribal belts in the western parts of the state. Now, the success that the party has in local body elections actually tell you that the party is absolutely grounded and rooted in that state, and the numbers that you're actually showing is a reflection of the growth that the BJP has seen in both Odisha and West Bengal. And lastly, the BJP has several winnable candidates both in Odisha and West Bengal.
Point well made. Let me get in Nalin Mehta and Neerja Chaudhary. You know, I have limited time before I go into a break, but Nalin Mehta, I want to ask you, the story is really the fact that the BJP has grown from a one seat in Odisha to slated to go up to a number of 14. That in itself is a story of the East, and that's the Modi impact. And in the 5 years between 2014 to 2019, there has been groundwork that has happened in both West Bengal and Odisha, where the BJP has gone up from 1 and 2 seats up to about 11 and 14 seats. That's what we are looking at. So can anybody belittle or even question that kind of a performance?
I think there is no question, Navika. In Odisha, for example, the BJP just had one seat last time, Sundargarh, which is in the north of Odisha. BJP is now, the contest in Odisha is now BJD versus BJP. Yeah. BJP is now the second pole of the polity in Odisha, in Odisha. So there is no question about the growth of the party. But I think the BJP is a different party.
And Dharmendra Pradhan has worked at the central level. He's been projected, and at the state level, he has been working to put BJP on the map of Odisha there as a principal challenger.
I think the story which is underrepresented in the national press is the growth of the BJP in the hinterland of the tribal heartlands, particularly in the states like that was pointed out in the discussion just now, in Odisha and so on. The question I want to ask Jay is, Jay, in Assam, you've shown pretty high numbers for BJP. Now, BJP grew in northern Assam a great deal last time. Someone, for example, won from Lakhimpur and so on. The question I have for you is that with the citizenship, the debate around the Citizenship Act, how are you seeing that playing out? Because a lot of people were in the BJP were worried about a negative impact on it in BJP, but your numbers won't reflect that. So, what are you seeing on the ground when you poll on this?
Actually,
is that not cancelling out the other gains or so on? Because
I'll give you the answer with numbers. When we actually did a recce before Balakot, we have our people on the ground all the time. It looked like something like 6 or 5 seats. The BJP did actually have a fall. Now, what has happened after Balakot, and most importantly, the lapsing of the citizenship bill. In fact, even potential and now, I mean, the allies are goddamn changing every week. So at that point of time, the AGP made a point to its voters that, look, we have allowed the citizenship bill to lapse. Let us go with the BJP again. So that message, it was a two-pronged message by the BJP which has worked. One is a Himanta Biswa type of line that Badruddin and Sirajuddin will grow. And the other one is we've allowed the citizenship bill to lapse. That has somehow allowed the BJP to recover its votes.
Well, is the initiative with
BJP leaders are even removed the BJP flags from their car. They are not able to enter into the even villages. They have not been allowed. In the entire Northeast, the BJP leaders have taken away the BJP flag out of their car.
Navika, I want to
Forget
say-
about
Navika, I want
AGP.
to make a
People are
point on
not
this.
allowing them to enter into the. People are not allowing them to enter in anywhere. I don't agree with
The
your
BJP
numbers
is
at
a
all.
different entity.
BJP is not going to get
in states
entire
of North India
out of 25
where
seats,
it
maximum
faces
6
fatigue
seats.
and a kind of anti-incumbency, which is a big challenge. In other states where it's a challenger, like in West Bengal, like in Odisha, it is a very different animal, political animal currently. We are almost in different kinds of elections. I mean, the BJP is significant.
Absolutely, and that really, that calibration of how to project the BJP and its star campaigner and its biggest face, Narendra Modi, for different parts of India and how to position him. That's been the strategy of the BJP. How successful will they be? We'll have to wait and watch. And Neerja, stay tuned because I'm taking a short break. When I come back, I want to ask Neerja Chaudhary the question on whether the initiative is with Narendra Modi, the fact that it's crossed the 100 mark there on the tally out of 274, 101 to the NDA, 89 to the UPA, 84 to the others. The NDA surges ahead. We'll take a short break and we'll be back soon with the west of India, Maharashtra and Gujarat numbers coming up. Don't go away.